spirituality. Now, I don't know what you believe, and I'm not here to tell you what to believe, but I want to share with you some ideas that might help. So, maybe you believe in God and maybe you don't. Let's say that you don't. Let's say you're atheist or you're agnostic, or maybe you identify with a certain faith, but it's not a part of your life at all, right? Which I think is a lot of people. Because I mean, the more faith is already a part of your life, the more you probably already know, okay, cool, well, you know, this is gonna be part of the success formula for me. I need this, right? So there's some of you that would already think that. But for those of you that's like, I really don't see why that would matter. The more mild what it is that you're experiencing, yeah, you might be right. The more severe what you're experiencing, I want you to consider something, which is that if you're fighting for your life, I do believe it would be in your best interest to stack the deck in your favor and to do everything you possibly can to stay alive and to get to the other side and to have an amazing life. And this is one of the things that can stack the deck in your favor. Now you might say, well, I don't believe in God, or I don't feel the need to do that, or I'm not into my faith, or whatever, and that's okay. But I would say, even from a purely selfish standpoint, you know, if you're really struggling, if there was ever a time to be into your faith, now is the time. If you never even believed in God, you know, it's like, okay, let's say you're really struggling. You could sort of either believe in God or not, but if you decide to believe in God, then you give yourself a lot higher chance of staying alive. And if you would like to give yourself a higher chance of staying alive and stacking the deck in your favor and giving yourself every possible chance you can to win, then I would recommend seeing this as one of the things that you can do to stack the deck in your favor. I'm Catholic. I'm not saying you need to be Catholic, but I'm Catholic. My faith is something that massively helped me. I was not perfect in my faith during these times, but it was something that massively helped. I can tell you, I definitely believe that I would be dead a long time ago without God. And I think it's important. Now, I'm not saying this to try to convince you of anything. If you don't want to believe in God, or you don't, that's okay. But if you're someone that is trying to stay alive and you're fighting for your life and you're asking, what is a template for me to stay alive and get to the other side, and you're wanting to know what all the tools and resources are to stack in your favor so that you can do that, I can tell you that I strongly believe this is one of the major tools that's going to help you to live. And the more you're really struggling, I don't think you really have a lot to lose, and you only have a lot to gain. So wherever you're at with your faith, especially for people who feel they don't have it, or it's almost non-existent, or whatever, I can tell you this may very likely be one of the things that allows you to live. And so I would recommend you very, very, very strongly consider it. So, moving on to the next item.